Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. Welcome to another edition of Living Simply Fun. On my own joint channel, I talked about living simply fun, not being living simply cheap, and certain things that we buy that is part of us living in the affordability range.
We talk about this now and then anyways. And sorry I'm down here, but I'm just trying to be comfortable. It's getting late here. What we're talking about is using the dollar store for things. And we actually use the dollar store for quite a few things. Everywhere from, we got winter hats there and scarves there, and because we needed them. But we also buy food supplies there. I just got Parmesan cheese and some gnocchis there.
The gnocchis are really, really good. They're Italian made.
They do have some decent foodstuffs there, depending on which one you go to.
I do want to say I do like going to the dollar stores because once in a while I'll pick up 2.5 liters, not 2 liters, but 2.5 liters of Shasta soda, and most stores don't sell 2.5 liters. In Australia, it's 3 liters, 4 liters, and 5 liters.
But yeah, we get snacks there so that we save money on snacks if we feel like getting them. And I like some of their chips sometimes. They seem to have these Doritos that are like the old-fashioned Dorito recipes. But a lot of people don't seem to know that Dorito didn't have the same recipe their whole time. They've become a thicker chip over the time, and their seasonings have changed a bit, too.
For example, I buy some of my nail polish there.
And it works good, so it saves money there.
I buy my makeup remover for $1, sometimes a makeup, bubble bath, toothbrush, etc. And it comes in very handy. They have even decent dog snacks for Moppy, you know.
Forgot the brand right now, but it's actually a pretty decent brand that they have there.
We got ironclad garbage bags that work better than paying $3.50 for some that dissolve.
I tend to get my aluminum foil and Ziplocs there too, or plastic wrap.
It's just a really affordable.
It's a good place if you need new wooden spoons or spatulas or any of that stuff, because it tends to be cheaper and they work just as good. And we don't really care about everything looking the same in our drawers, so. And if I tried to replace everything at the dollar store, it would look all the same anyways. And it'd still all be pretty decent quality. It'd last a year or two at least. So.
Yeah, I mean, for example, for the dollar store, let me give you an example that you guys can laugh at me. I spent $12 plus tax at Office Depot for a monthly planner, and Aaron paid $1, and his is a lot better quality.
Mine
and
is
nicer.
Smaller, and it has everything in it from an address book, conversion charts, it has note sections, it has important holidays around the world, it's got the calendar itself,
and it's got the budget thingy.
It's also got a thing to keep track of your budget, like an expense account. So that you know what you've spent and where you spent it and all that.
And Aaron takes that everywhere.
I've kind of altered it a bit because I don't care to put down, I put this for food, I put this for that. Instead, I put down what I spent, where I spent it, and the date, and then I have another column where I keep a running total of what's left.
Yeah, so. Exactly. So the dollar store is good for many things. It's like going to Walmart, for example, and paying $30 to $50 for a pair of glasses, where some places, like my aunt, just paid $400 for hers at Costco, you know. So you got to look at the entire setup and, you know, etc. So, I mean, the dollar store is really good for a lot of canned goods, a lot of stuff that you could use. We even tried some dollar store dressings we're trying tomorrow with our dinner.
Yeah, I got the Italian, she got the ranch. It's not a huge selection, but heck, it's they're actually fresher than what our grocery store carries. It's like they take better care of their shelves there.
Exactly. And a lot of
So-
people buy from the dollar store. And the big dollar store in Moses Lake is not packed except Christmas time, but the main dollar store in Wenatchee, the big dollar store next to Office Depot on, I believe it's Mission Street, is always packed.
And I got a Sudoku book to use while I'm on the bus because I don't like to play my video games on a bus. It kind of makes me self-conscious, and I feel like people are looking at me funny if I'm playing a video game because of my age.
Well,
And
I play video
It
games.
doesn't really matter on age, but I just don't like those looks of like, you're too old for that. So I'll do something like Sudoku or read a book. And so I bought a Sudoku book like a month ago, and I'm halfway through it already, and I do like 7 or 8 each time I'm on a bus trip. So, because I'm actually really fast at Sudoku. They don't stump me too bad. So.
Also, the other thing is sometimes the local dollar store will sell good deals on frozen things like frozen pizza. Sometimes they have like 4 ounces of steak for $1, and you know it isn't a bad price. You know,
When
and
I have some money, I'm thinking about throwing out the plates I have or putting them in storage and getting some new plates because the old ones, a lot of them are cracked. I know that they were Mom's old plates, but we inherited Mom's old plates, and then we inherited Mom's plates. So, and I don't think there's that much, feeling behind the plates, but we'll keep them just in case. But I do think I should get new plates and bowls. In fact, the bowls from her old set aren't very deep. They're shallow bowls, and they're good for a cup of soup, but they just can't hold a bowl of soup, and they're not good at holding cereal, and so I need some deeper bowls.
Exactly.
And I also need to get some good serving plates, and we don't really have any good serving plates right now.
So everything there is really good. They even sell wine glasses that look really nice and affordable for $1, or even just regular glasses. I mean, you can find a lot of everyday stuff.
But
in
I
your
think
home.
almost everybody knows that the dollar store is an affordable place to get certain things. It's not like this is new information or anything. It's just we utilize the dollar store quite a bit when we can.
And we're starting to utilize a bit too at the besides the dollar stores, Costco for certain things.
And Nokis are usually a little more expensive. They are more filling, and so
They're sinkers.
we love them, but we try not to eat too many of them because they are, as Rita said, sinkers. They fill you up fast, and
Yeah, it's like going to Olive Garden, getting the chicken gnocchi soup, and next thing you know, you've eaten 4 bowls, and you're like,
I don't have room for my meal.
Or you just get the soup and salad, and you're like, 1 salad and 5 bowls of gnocchi, and you're like. Now, Aaron, I've seen Aaron in the past doing the. It was $5.99 at the time, or $4.95. Now it's like $6.95. But I've seen him put away 1 salad and like 6 or 7 bowls of the sausage gumbo one, or
that's the zuppa, the Tuscany.
exactly.
I like that one because of the sausage in it. But I also like the chicken gnocchi, and I do like the. I think they have a pasta fagioli and
They do.
minestrone,
And
and
the
I like both of them.
Yeah, and we've also utilized.
So I change up my soups when I go.
Yeah,
You always stay with the gnocchi.
Yeah, well, I just love the gnocchi. There's just something about gnocchi, and when Aaron found it for $1 for Italian-made gnocchi, we were just like, But when we got into it, you mix it with chicken soup.
I like to use creamy chicken or cream of mushroom.
Exactly, and it is very, very fine soup. And etc. We're looking to use gnocchis and I believe an Alfredo sauce one of these days.
We've actually thought about mixing gnocchis in with cream chip beef and serving it over stuffing instead of on biscuits or bread or I just thought that'd be a unique thing to do. I like to try to just come up with something on a whim that nobody really has. It's not a menu item anywhere else, but it sounds good, so why not try it? And the problem I think with that is that you got the potatoes and the gnocchi and the pasta and the gnocchi, and then you got lots of bread and stuffing, and so I kind of think it's an overkill. But the chipped beef would be a nice addition with it, I think. And I can always make a sauce like that. Costs almost nothing.
Exactly. So there you have it. Living simply and fun. Just a few ways. We're not going to go sit there and talk about the intricacies of buying everything at another store we utilize as Walmart or Costco or Safeway, because those ones are a little more expensive.
At least one thing I like about Costco is you can skip lunch altogether, go through and have their samples and be pretty full by the time you walk out.
And if you're hungry still after the samples, like I was taught, you can go get Polish sausages or an all-beef Hebrew hot dog for $1.50 with a refillable cup. And you can sit there and eat those, because I used to eat 4 of them when I went to Costco with my mother. So it was really...
you gorged yourself. I couldn't eat more than 2 of those ever.
So, anywho, there you have it, everyone. So,
I want to get home and watch
yes,
the TV
exactly.
show.
Oh, and as Aaron said, he utilizes movies, which, again, is pretty good with Living Simply and Fun. He'll buy box sets to watch at home in the evenings. That's part of his.
And my dad thought they were so expensive. I said, no, $7, $8 for some of them. And he's like, that's almost as much as one movie. I'm like, yeah.
And
now
like
he's thinking about buying a third watch because he found a good deal on it.
Exactly, and we'll talk about that in another video here at Living Simply and Fun throughout this month. We might just make a little list of stuff.
Well, we got so many cigar videos to do. We're going to try to stay off the other ones, too.
Well, maybe we'll make a list for you all and do some of these other follow-up videos, like we just said, the box sets and video games and stuff that we can talk to you about here at Living Simply and Fun in March when we were in our hotel room, because we're going to have 7 days where we're going, and I'm going to probably be in the hotel room 2 or 3 days of it, so we might as well just do those videos then. So I'll make a list with Aaron, and we'll share them with you. And before I go, Aaron's going to probably say the other, but I'm just going to say it. Let's go Denver.
Panthers.
Please add and subscribe if you like. Please post comments, leave feedback, suggestion. Thank you, and may God bless the world.